Hello, hello, hello. Thank you so much for tuning in again to Cooking with Mary Catherine. We have another Southern favorite today, making my coleslaw. This past week you got a cabbage in your farm share, and some people are like, again, I love this. The produce is beautiful. I don't know what to do with a cabbage in the middle of summer. I'm not going to cook it for corned beef and cabbage. We make coleslaw, right? So your beautiful little head of cabbage. This is so awesome. This one, I'm just gonna pull off the extra leaves here. And this is like one of the easiest things in the world to make. Hold on to these leaves because we might chop them in addition to Cuisinart this. This is easy if you have a Cuisinart. I should have said that. So I'm just gonna take that end off. This cabbage is really, really tender because it's fresh. So this won't take long in the Cuisinart. Now, you want to take that bitter piece out. I just usually do a V in there and pull that baby out like that. Do it to the other side. And I'm just going to throw these in the Cuisinart. My friend Karen Lamb, who's also from the South, she loves my coleslaw. She's like, what do you do to that? Why doesn't mine taste like that? Well, do y'all remember what I did to the black eyed peas? You add a little sugar. To the collard greens, you add a little sugar. Cabbage is really bitter, so guess what? You add a little sugar. Uh-oh. There we go. I don't know if you have a Cuisinart, but sometimes you just kind of have to jiggle the handle there, move the pieces around. Oh yeah. We're actually I'm gonna pull this out and we're gonna chop those by hand. So, Cuisinart, key. Just like that beautiful garlic press I was telling y'all about last week or the week before. Man, chicken salad, forget about it. You definitely need a Cuisinart for that. So, we have a little bit of this fresh, beautiful cabbage in here. I'm going to pull the big chunks out. And we're just going to take a knife. Cuisinart. I used to work for this guy named Walter Lohman. He started a bunch of restaurants here in Portland. And I learned so many little chef terms from him. But when you cut something really finely like that, it's called Cuisinart. And you might see, you know, coarse chopped coleslaw. You might see it finely grated like we just did in the Cuis. Speaking of grating, you're going to give it a little bit of color. Now you can do this or not, but I like to put a little carrot in my coleslaw because carrots are full of sugar. So again, where the cabbage is a little bitter, you want to add some sugar in there. I might not put this entire carrot in there. We'll just see how it goes. I'll add that my best friend Karen Lamb that I was just referring to is also a chef. I should say Chef Lamb. So I've learned a few things from her too at this point. All right, now we have a beautiful mixture of Swedish carrot and bitter cabbage. I'm going to start actually with the salt. So another trick, salt sort of sweats things out. Put a little salt in there and things will start to sort of marinate in their own natural juices. This is sweet relish. I would think every Southern kitchen has a jar of that in their refrigerator. We are going to do some mayo. There are recipes for coleslaw that you can make without mayo because not everyone does mayo. That's about 2 teaspoons. let's make it 2.5. If you don't want to do mayo, say you're not doing eggs, or maybe you just don't like mayo, you are very welcome to make a coleslaw with the next ingredient. That's pepper. So we have salt, pepper, sweet relish, and the mayo. And I'm going to put a little bit of this in anyway. It's just white vinegar. I do a little capful. If you're making this no mayo, you would do at least 2 to 3 capfuls. And for added flavor, this is just a white wine vinegar. Not exactly the same as the white vinegar. I'm just going to put a little bit of that in there. And the special sauce, like I said, happy coleslaw. I'm just going to shake this around. It's probably not even half a teaspoon right there. Okay. Oh yeah. See, when I make that sound, my dog gets all happy. Ho, 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 ho. That's Molly. Oh my gosh. Does look good, folks. So, this is going to be delicious right now, but it's also going to be really, really, really extra special tomorrow. Just like anything you make with all these different flavors, takes a while to mix together, marinate, and get happy. Now, I am going to coarse chop just a few of these awesome leaves because I don't really want to waste this. Michael's already washed this, so again, you could do a chiffonade, or you can, just chop a few pieces. Notice how those outside leaves are really green too. They're also a little bit tougher, so you definitely want to chop them. Chop them, chop them, chop them as much as you can. I could put this in the Cuisinart too, but it's nice to have a big square of green. Oh, baby, cabbage. This is a strong, strong smell right here. A little later in the summer, we'll be making our sauerkraut. We have a lot of cabbage growing down there. All right, now you have a little extra vitamin C, D, and B12 because of those green leaves. Oh my God. Come on over. So you fry up your fish, you have a little coleslaw, right? Fish and chips. You have your cold plate. We'll be talking about cold plates next week. It's so hot, you don't want to cook. My oven is not on. You have a little coleslaw, some watermelon or cantaloupe, or apple and cheese. Anything that you don't have to cook makes a cold plate. There we go, loves. Oh my God. So good. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next week.